Hello, everybody. Welcome to Sunday, October 19th, 2014. Like I said, just Sunday. I'm excited to shut up with you already, and today I want to talk about really fast. It's 3 minutes. It's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't recorded the vlog yet. So I didn't want to record it Monday morning because I have to go to work and stuff. So I was talking about my day briefly. So all day I've been just kind of watching YouTube videos galore. Because I have had a bunch of videos I have, having my watch lists, my watch later lists, I guess you could say, like all week long. Been taking some closely off every day, but adding a shit ton more like every other day, or same days, next days, every day. But really today I just kind of just played some random games. Today I played Dragon Ball Z Battle Z, which is a game I haven't touched since like June or July or something. I don't know. Or friggin' April. I don't remember. Sometime around there. Sometime in summer. Which is now fall, basically. Which it is, because it's October 19th. Today, other than playing Dragon Ball Z Battle Z, I also, I was actually wanting to play Fairy Fencer F first, but I wanted to play an Xbox 360 game. So I'm trying to say to myself, don't be afraid because your freaking Xbox is stupid still. Just play a game on it. So I did. That's why I played Dragon Ball Z. Other things I realized today, I was testing out my NES. Now, for countless days, throughout a couple months now, I was always trying to figure out why is it every time that I put an NES game into my NES, it would not play like half of the time, and in the other half it would be like a struggle, a really long struggle just to make the game work. I thought I have to clean it, I have to blow in the freaking, just blow on it or blow within the freaking NES itself. And then I finally got a breakthrough today. So I have two NESs in my room. Two. One's in a suitcase, one I just have for display for gaming wise. So I decided let's swap them out. Let's see what's the difference. The major difference I realized is by putting an NES game in. I put DuckTales because I wanted to play DuckTales. The biggest thing I realized when I was putting the game in, it didn't grip it. And when I put the game into the other NES, it gripped it. The one that grips is the one that had the problems. But with the one that doesn't grip, every time I put the NES game in, it works more of the time than anything. Literally, I put a game in right now, I put it in, bam, it'll most likely work. There'll be times maybe it doesn't work. I tried Back to the Future, that was the one I had like a couple problems with. I thought maybe it was dirty, but it wasn't that dirty. I just put the game in, I press power, nothing happened. Okay, turn it off, and then I turn it back on, and then it worked for some reason. I think the NES I've been using for a long time is either been modified somehow without me knowing, as in grip for sure, or someone changed the 32 pins, which I don't know how to do, or some other thing. I don't know. Like I just put an NES game into my NES so gently, it goes in like smooth, crisp, and like oh my god, beautiful, and then it works like fine. And now from testing that theory out, there's something else I want to do, but the thing is, my mom is probably never going to help me do this, because I know for a fact my dad owns 7 other NESs. I'm probably saying, holy shit, why? He just bought them galore when it was like NES was just coming cheap, and now we all know that NES is going up in price, which it has been. So he's smart. He did that. So I know we have them downstairs somewhere. No one wants to help me to find these NESs, and I even tell my mom. She'll probably like blank out and saying, perhaps I know where it is, perhaps not. It's in there, but I don't have the time. I want to try them out. I have 7, I don't know, 10 or 9 something NESs to my disposal, and I can't test out which one is my favorite one. I know we have like a bunch of NES controllers and zappers, and I can't try them out. Okay. For right now, the NES that I swapped out is working like fine. I played Batman, Bo Bobble, DuckTales, and Back to the Future on it. I know, like 4 random games, I know. I was gonna try something like normal, like freaking Super Mario Brothers. But I also had to do some laundry, so I couldn't. So, I started to think, if it was happening to my NES, will it also be happening to my Super Nintendo? Every time I put a game into my Super Nintendo, it works like every time. Maybe just a couple times I have to blow on it, but that's it. Just blow on it. So I thought about the next big console that was cartridge-based too. Not Genesis, because it works fine. It's just like Super Nintendo, but the 64. Because there's been times that the 64 would not want to read some. I have to turn it off and turn it back on, turn it off, turn it back on, and so many other things. This was a prime example on some games, as in Mario Party and Earthworm Jim 3D. I tried those two, for example. Before blowing it, I tried them out, and yeah, half the time they won't go in. One said even corrupt data, but it's like fixed itself by itself, so it's like whatever. That was Earthworm Jim 3D. And then when I blew on it, I cleaned a little bit more of it, and I just kept blowing until the dust came out and I felt no more dust in my face. I then put in Earthworm Jim 3D and Mario Party with like no problems at all. So I have no idea if the NES that I was using was like full of dust or something, so much that it just couldn't read, but that doesn't explain the grip, because dust doesn't do that. So I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Now I actually did want to play DuckTales, but I didn't play for that long because I forgot how hard the original version of the DuckTales is because of the hard pogo, and I'm more used to the remaster, which I just jump and press a button. So also today I have been updating my wish list for the last maybe an hour and a half or so. And I mean like update all my games on my wish list. Yeah, a bunch, just a bunch, just a bunch. You know, through my phone and through my actual papers that I have written out in case of anything. I know there's a feature on backloggery.com that there's a list for games you're looking for, like wish lists. Oh, sorry. But the thing is, I don't know if I'm ever going to use that. So I like to have 2 wish lists. One on mobile when I'm at swap meets or GameStops in the wild or something, or retro stores or pawn shops or whatever, if I didn't say that already. Or if I have to look up on my master copy, my paper one, I would say, okay, here's what I have, blah, 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 in case like my phone breaks or to get a new phone, because every phone nowadays has a notebook pad thing. I don't know. Notes, basically, like a sticky note. So, basically, I know there's people that likes to use other ways to have their lists updated on their wish lists or their collection. Like, I know a lot of people like doing their collection through apps on like NES collector or collection or some shit like that or whatever. Or some people just like to just do it all by hand, like myself, before I discovered backloggery. Or they like using a website like backloggery, or some other way I don't even know. But I like to be organized. I like to know what I have. I don't buy games that I don't like. I like to buy games I do like and I will play. Sorry. Like today, like I said, I've just been updating my wish list all day. I was transferring information from my phone to my master copy and my master copies to my phone, because there's been some entries I have added to my wish list that was on my phone and it was on my master copy of my papers, or it was on my master copy of what was on my phone. So I was just doing that, and I added 2 lists. I did the PS Vita section now on my phone, and it was already on my master copy on my papers. So even though I don't have a Vita, it's now on here. So just like I don't have a Saturn, it's on here too. And the one other section I have added on here is downloadable games, as in I have some games I know by head, but not all games that I want to download. Like here's a couple that most likely I will have to get download because there's no way to get them any other way. Zombie Panic in Wonderland. This is for the WiiWare, and it's 1,000 points. Let's see here. Contra Rebirth is another 1,000 points. Bomberman Blast 1,000, and Blaster Master Rebirth 1,000. Now the last one, Blaster Master Rebirth, I think it's not called Rebirth. It's called something else, I think. But I haven't seen it because I don't have internet. I could look it up on my phone to see what the actual name is, but freaking that requires a lot of work, and I was getting kind of tired when I was getting to that section of the freaking updates. So far I only done WiiWare. I haven't got to like the Wii U eShop or XBLA, Xbox 360, or PSN, which is PSP, Vita 3 and 4. Oh, sorry, XBLA is also Xbox One, or the Wii U eShop or 3DS eShop, DSi shop channel, or those. Which the DSi shop channel is kind of not relevant anymore because I can just go on my 3DS eShop and just bam, do that. I have about a good 10 games or so on the list already for downloadable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, we got 15. Okay, whatever. And I have updated, which I feel pretty good on myself. So let's see here. I have updated. Okay, so I updated from Game Boy Advance, DS, 3DS, Wii U, PlayStation 1, GameCube, N64, Nintendo Entertainment System, Xbox 360, PSP, the Sega Genesis, PS3, Vita, and downloadable games. The rest, as in Game Boy Color / the original, PlayStation 2, Sega Saturn, Xbox, Dreamcast, and Super Nintendo, is games I haven't gotten in recent times. Let's see, the last one, so let's see here. Game Boy was the last time I updated that was earlier this month, which was actually 9 days ago, because I think the Pokemon Puzzle League or Puzzle Challenge. PlayStation 2 was updated on September 21st, 2014, so that was my sister's birthday. Okay. Sega Saturn was updated, last in August 8th, 2014. Let's see here. Xbox was updated last in June 21st of 2014. The Sega Dreamcast was updated in June 21st of 2014. And the Super Nintendo was last updated in June 5th, 2014. As you can tell, I have not gotten that many Super Nintendo games in a full year of doing this so far. So that's going to be a thing. That is a thing. So, before I do end the vlog today, the one thing I want to talk about before my black screen goes happening again, I want to talk about a movie review. I just barely saw a movie like not even an hour ago. I saw Kick-Ass 2. Yeah. So I saw Kick-Ass 2. Now, I haven't seen the original Kick-Ass in somewhere between 3 to 5 years. I don't know. It's been a while. But what I remember from the first movie was that it was pretty great. It was pretty funny and overall hilarious and awesome. The second movie, it started off kind of rough, but near the end, it got good, but not too good. But it for sure made me laugh and made me think of some other related kind of heroes of that sorts, and it kind of stands up to its, well, way Kick-Ass the first movie was. But I do gotta admit, the first movie had more action. The second movie was more about Hit Girl and how Kick-Ass, spoiler alert, loses his father and stuff, and just kind of realizes what a superhero really is. So I like how they kind of give you some kind of warning life lesson there, but it kind of relates in some ways, as in for sure life and how you should treat it and you should be yourself and stuff like that. But yeah, that was a pretty good movie. Uh, I think it was roughly an hour and something minutes, or maybe even a 2 hour mark if you watched it all the way from the credits as well. But I think that's really it for today, everybody. Now, if you want to know my review, of course, on Kick-Ass 2, I give it a 8.5 out of 10 because, well, it was great. It did have some elements that did make it really awesome, but not too many. But it was a pretty good movie for what I saw, and I'm glad because I haven't seen a movie since Men in Black 3 and Son of Batman, which I think is like 2 3 weeks ago when I saw that or something on the vlog. Maybe even 4 weeks, maybe like a month ago. I don't even know. But it was a good time. Now I'm probably gonna have to eventually watch Godzilla because my sister has it here. Because I was watching Kick-Ass 2 in her room, which was right next door. Which the other movie she ordered was Godzilla from the Red Box. Because right now we don't have internet, so we can't watch stuff on Netflix. But yeah, that's probably it for today. So don't forget to like the video, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, where we're going to talk about some Game Informer stuff. Now, I know I said that yesterday, but I kind of want to make Kick-Ass 2 and my wishlist and my NES experience more bigger because, well, I don't really talk about my NES that much, nor my wish lists, which I do talk about my wish list more often, but not updating it. And I haven't said what games were updated onto the list, but you will know eventually in the future when I talk about it again. In, well, I don't know. I'm just me. Realistically, I'll most likely talk about it again in November or December. But knowing me, I'll most likely talk about it in like 2 or 3 days. Who knows, really? But that's really it for today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow, okay? Bye.